Another day with a late start, but let's see. These are some of my babies enjoying the outside and running away from me, but I don't think you can see their heads. Nope. But these are Kramer's babies. So as we're getting ready to start live with Kramer, I just thought I would share a couple of his babies. So the light one over there, that is a full Appenzeller Spitzhaben, and the one, the darker one on the other side is a Lakenwälder Spitzhaben, and the one in the middle, that one actually is Tio's baby, and that is an Easter egger. But those are three of my bigger little babies. And I guess since we're making this alive, we'll just walk around real quick. Some of the plants from my garden, and then I might as well. I needed a break from planting and stuff anyway, so here we have my medicinal garden. You can see that right there. And I have my blueberries, tomato plant, another tomato plant. There's an elderberry, tomato. These are blackberries and strawberries, more blackberries mixed in with other stuff. I think that's squash. I have no idea what kind. My Montauk daisies. These are my wild tomatoes that reseed themselves every year. They have grown into mass chaos, but I just leave them and some on the ground and they just reseed themselves. So these I planted in here 3 years ago, and ever since I've not done any in 3 years, and they just reseed themselves. So as soon as they get big, and you see, they will become a complete jumble. Most of them are the cherry tomatoes. Some are a little bigger. I have no idea at this point what's in there. Whatever just drops on the ground reseeds itself, and that's it. My sunflowers, and then we have a little bit of chamomile, yarrow, and rosemary. Then I'm going to plant some stuff. I have some holy basil that I'm going to put in here. But then I got a bunch up there, but I'm back up there, so you can just kind of see them from a distance. Here's some more. Here's my holy basil, so I'm going to pull those individually out and put them in that tray. And here's more. So tomatoes, and there's cayenne peppers, and Jersey Devil tomatoes, and Queen of the Night tomatoes, and I have artichokes, comfrey, and catnip, oregano, all kinds of stuff. I use the baggies to get them started since I don't have a greenhouse, and it's worked pretty well. I put all the seeds in, and then they have gotten big enough, I pull them out and I start putting them in the trays. And here's some more that I grew. And I have cilantro. That one's empty. That was from last year. It just popped up. I did not plant that, but it appeared. Obviously, there's still some seeds in the dirt. More cilantro. There's some dill and bunching onions. There's some kale. That's a pathetic basil somebody gave me, but I think it's beyond hope. And there's Thai basil. And my more garden. There's my lettuce. I cut a lot of them down because we had them in a salad for dinner. So I just cut the top. Those are carrots. They're tiny carrots, so they'll grow in this bucket. Here's more lettuce. And it looks like there's a bunch of other crap growing in there with them, which isn't good, but the chickens will like that. my lavender, and I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff that's growing in here. There's some thyme. I don't know what all the, I see some mint. That's sage. I don't know what everything is in here. Some, I have no idea. But there's my rose bush, and those are phlox. And over there, I know there's more phlox. I have to look and see. I'm not sure what that is. My calendula is right here. My clematis. There's some bleeding hearts. Then I made a little, like, somewhat shade garden. It does sun, but not the best. We'll see how that does. I'm starting to put some mulch around the outside. I need to pull my chainsaw out and cut some more of, we have, like, in the back in the woods there, lots of like pine trees and trees that fell. So I'm gonna cut some of those down so I can fix the border, and I'll put the rest of the mulch. I found some boards that I stuck up there, but I don't like them. I like the trenches, so I will do that. I created a bed right here to go along Okara's pen. There's Okara and his girls, and I'm gonna plant some flowers, or I might put mint or something. I don't know. Haven't decided. I have a lot of stuff that I could possibly put there. I think I will. And the duckles. So there's 6 in there. Whoop, there they go. There's one little rooster. He's in the back. He's a porcelain lavender, and he will be, my goal intention is to breed the lavenders. The one that is scratching right there, that's a golden neck, and her name is Cinnamon. My granddaughter named her. And then I have several others, but my purpose, oh, here comes my little bird. He's very curious. There he is. So he needs a name. Hi, buddy. So, but he's my little rooster. Look at you, buddy. Very curious, but you're sweet. So he was the sweetest of the roosters, and I decided to go with him. And let's see. So I have camera here, another camera over there. We've had an issue at night with a coyote jumping the fence, our 4-foot fence, but the coyote has been jumping over the fence and walking around. So I have some cameras, and I may look into seeing if I can broadcast live, if my phone, if this will pick up images in the dark. I got to play around with that a little bit, but I was, the coyote seems to come between like 9:30 and 10:30, so I was thinking about trying to do that so I could catch him. But this camera right here, I caught him like right on the edge as he was looking towards the fence, and he was here last night, so I had that camera over there in the very back because I thought he was coming up behind the coops, but that camera wasn't activated, so he did not go back there. So I moved this one over here, and we'll see if I can catch him on that. Then 2 nights ago, Okara had a camera in his run, and it was in that far corner, and the coyote walked like this little path here, and that's where I caught him walking there. So he doesn't seem bothering the chickens, so that is good. They are not 100% secure in their coop, but I am home with them all day, so I'm not concerned. I mean, in their runs, not their coop. Their coop is 100% secure. That there are no gaps. They, even if they got underneath, the way that the floor is, nothing can get in there. And every night I do go and I lock every bin, so I am sure that they are in their coops with their door secured shut, and they're safe. Now, the only way something would get in is if I forgot to shut the door, but it never happens. So I'm not concerned about that. This is Tio. So all of this, a raccoon did tear through the chicken wire. So, oh boy. So, and I've never had it. For the years, and I again, I know chicken wire is not completely safe. You definitely, if you're not home, you definitely want to have reinforcement. But since I am here, I, can keep an eye on things, and and I don't know, a few nights ago, before the coyotes started visiting, a raccoon did rip a little bit. So I reinforced it was ripped. But with that said, again, if someone's home, I'm always here. I do have cameras on, and I can watch everybody. So do not rely on. Okay, Tio. Do not rely on chicken wire. Chicken wire is so easy for them to get through. It doesn't do anything. You definitely, if you want to predator-proof your run, you need the hardware cloth, and you want to have it buried underneath. Hey, buddy. Buried so no one can dig under. You want to make sure your coop is 100% secure. And since I am home, I like to individually make sure everybody's in there and lock the door and make sure they're tucked away safe. But anyway, so we're going to try tonight and see if we can figure out what part of the fence, hi Kramer, what part of the fence the coyote is jumping. I know, buddy. So, and we've had some fox coming by. It's just a very busy, it's that time of year, mating season and baby season, and so a lot of the animals are hungry, and they are looking for easy prey, and chickens are the bottom of the list, easy prey. And as chicken tenders, it's our responsibility to make sure we keep them safe. And, you do the best you can, and sometimes you'll find there's a flaw, and sometimes you don't know until the predator finds it first. But you do the very best you can. Anyway, I will leave you with Kramer and his girls and Tio's very loud mouth, and enjoy the chickens. What, baby girl? Are you trying to get some? Are you trying to get some? I know you love the flowers. Kramer.